Hey everyone, it's Agnach here. Welcome to another video. In today's video I will be bringing you my final day in the October season of the Legends League. The army I used was the Witch Spam with the 10 saps, and this army has been the most broken that I have found. It gave me many triples. When I finished my attack I had number 1 and number 2 spots in Australia, 117th with and managed to sneak in the top 100 in the world with Lord coming in at 83. So let's have a look at my triples with both accounts. So this is my first attack, and look at this value. So I get the scatter the export, damage the queen, also get the single inferno. Then on the other side I do exactly the same thing, multi inferno, scatter, expo, sweeper, and finish the queen. So that's really good value, and that's pretty much it. I don't believe that this army is broken because of the witches. I believe that it is broken because of the lightning spells and all the damage that you can get with those things. Pretty much you can turn a Tank Hole 13 onto a Tank Hole 12 and sometimes into a Tank Hole 11. So I think that's the reason that this army is so broken. Now the other thing is, even though this base doesn't have it, a lot of open walls, single infernos, that's all gonna be getting tripled by witches. Now if you do want to get stopped being tripled by this witch spam, then I suggest having scatters pretty isolated so that you can't get any more value than the scatter from the saps, closing your walls and turning your single infernos onto multi infernos. But then again, if you do that, then that's going to open you to a lot more things. If you close the walls and you go into multi, then queen charges are going to be extremely powerful. So really up to you, and if you're getting hit by witch spam a lot, then you can do that. Now over here as well, I zap the bomb tower, the scatter, and damage with the earthquake, the expo, and the inferno, and also damage the royal champion and the queen on both sides. Obviously 5 lightning spells won't kill either the queen or the royal champ, but as you can see it damages them quite significantly. Now I put my witches for funneling, put my giants, put my witches, send my wall breaker in. I decided to send my king for the defending king as well with my royal champ to get the eagle as my wall breaker goes in. As you can see, I'm going all the way opposite from the town hall. This is what I found that works the best with this attack strategy. However, it is quite risky, and the only reason why I'm not even higher on the rankings is because I had many 1 stars throughout the whole month. But when it works, it works. Get the queen, Tank Hole goes down, and now there's only the mortars that deal splash damage, but we still have the queen, the warden full health, and a couple of witches with a lot of skellies. That goes down, Tesla goes down, mortar goes down, and everything is dead. So another triple force there. Now over here as well, we've got the scatter, expo, bomb tower, sweeper. Then on the other side is exactly the same, scatter, expo, bomb tower, and whiz tower as well. I could have gotten it, but I think I missed one of my lightning spells. Now start from the other side. Now I've noticed a lot also in the higher legend league that they have started changing their infernos. So a lot of them are running 2 multi infernos and 1 single, some of them 2 singles and 1 multi. I've had a lot of 3 multis, and even though it makes it a little bit harder, this can still triple if you still have those holes on the walls, and a lot of value for the lightning spells as well. So wall breaker dies short, but there's nowhere else for my troops to walk then, walking to the town hall, so they keep going in. Now the other thing I noticed with this army, you definitely need either the king or the queen or the royal champ or whatever is on your wall breaker to get the town hall, because these witches without healers and without a spell to protect them, they will die to the town hall. It doesn't matter if you've got a trillion witches left, the Tank Hole will kill them if you don't have a hero or something that will damage the Tank Hole. So over here we damage the eagle with the earthquake, as well as getting the scatter down, and then we can also get rid of the clan castle, which is why I'm staggering the lightning spells. So clan castle is down, both scatter shots are down, the eagle is damaged, and we start our push. Send the wall wrecker in. I usually, if the eagle is still standing, I like coming in directly into the eagle just to get rid of it as soon as I can. As you can see, this base has 3 singles, so it's gonna be no problem. Wall wrecker gets to the final layer. The IG from the wall wrecker freezes the tank hole, gives my queen a little bit more time. Now she goes in, use the ability, tank hole goes down, expo goes down, she hits the other expo goes down as well. So now we've got those 2 single infernos with the witches. There's no way they can stop the witches, the cannons, and the single inferno. So this is another nice triple. So let's get to the next one. This one is with Lord. So again, a lot of value from lightning spells. So the expo, the scatter, you only need, if you have 2 earthquake spells, you only need 6 lightning spells to get rid of the eagle, which is why I put 3 on each side to get rid of the eagle, and then I can use the other 2 on the other side to damage the whiz towers and the cannons, while still getting the scatter shot and the expo down. So that's a good way of using your lightning spells. You just need to make sure you use the most advantage out of them, and you can get many more defenses than if you just drop the 5 in the one spot. Send my wall wrecker in. Everything is inside. Going into the center. Tank hole goes down, tornado trap gets triggered. Now they just have to go through the wall here to the other side of the base, but this base is already crushed. We've got witches on one side, witches on the other. We still have the queen with ability, the warden still alive, the king hitting the enemy king, but it goes down to the single inferno. But we still have the Ash Golem there that can freeze everything, but there's no need for the Ash Golem, he stays alive. And Dwayne Johnson goes down. So now we've got Jonu, and let's see, so I used the lightning spell for the bomb tower, the scatter shot, and damage the expos with the earthquake. Same thing from the other side. Damage the royal champion as well with my lightning spells. And we're gonna full send from the opposite side. As you can see, the eagle is all the way at 3 o'clock, so I start funnel at 12, funnel at 3, and then send my giants with my witches, send my wall breaker. As you can see, this is one of those typical bases in today's meta that has all the walls open, so it's perfect for witches. The wall breaker keeps going through. I've got my royal champ around 4 to just make sure that the troops that are inside stay inside and walking towards the tank hole. I need my queen there to go towards the tank hole. She gets it down. We still have a few witches running around. The king goes down to the single inferno. Queen still has her ability. So now she's going to be beating through a wall, so I use her ability just to go a little bit faster. As I saw, the single inferno was being tanked by the skellies and the witches, but the queen goes down, but everything else gets crushed by these witches. Those open walls, they just made these witches so much more powerful. So over here we've got this base that has 3 multi-infernos, still has the open walls, which is good for me. I use the lightning spell for the scatter the expo, and as you can see, I use 4 on one side. 4 on one side with the earthquake gets rid of the whiz tower, and then I use the 1 on the other side just to get rid of that builder hut. It's just an extra building that you can get for free with the lightning spell, and it also helps with pathing, so that's why I did that. And then I just full send into the first multi-inferno. I decided to come from 8 o'clock here because I thought the pathing for the wall record was a little bit easier to get to the temple rather than coming from the 10 o'clock multi-inferno. I wanted to send my royal champ for that multi-inferno, but she ended up walking around, so she goes for the other multi-inferno, which is fine, but we're just gonna be finishing on that multi-inferno, so I definitely need something other than witches to get to that final compartment. Otherwise that multi-inferno can get rid of the few witches that go there. There's a giant going there, but he's gonna die pretty quickly. Use my queen ability just to make sure that I have enough time to finish this base. They keep going. Now I've got the king and the queen, so I know that this is going to be a triple, and that's how you get 3 multi-inferno base down with witches. Okay, here on this one I was trying to get the expo and the scatter and realized that I misplaced my spells, so I didn't get the scatter. So on the other side, instead of getting the expo, I'm gonna get just the inferno and the scatter and damage the queen and make sure I've got that little bit of padding there on that side to make sure my troops push in and go all the way through to 12 o'clock. And obviously I have to come in straight in for the eagle and for that scatter shot. As he comes out, use my warden ability nice and early. That's going to be tanking the scatter and the eagle. Freeze the scatter, just to give the giants a bit of time to get rid of it. The wall wreck is still going in. It's finally in the center of the base. All of my troops are walking into the center. The king and the queen are inside there, so they're gonna have to get rid of these 3 expos and the town hall. As you can see, the town hall is just killing my witches 1 by 1 or 5 by 5. Now the queen is finally on the town hall. She still has her ability. I decided not to use it because there were still a few defenses, so I used the ability now for the warden statue and for the king. Got lucky that the king decided to start walking away, so it gave my queen a little bit more time to just kill him. We still have a couple of witches with the king. The rest of the defenses went down, and this is another triple. Now we've got this one against Devil from Contract Killers. So we've got the scatter, the expo, and the AD goes down with the lightning and the earthquake spells. The good thing with the witches is that they're so quick that there's no need for more spells. You don't need rages. You definitely don't need jumps when the walls are open, and when you have the super giants. That's the other synergy with these super giants. They beat through walls so quickly that they open the walls for the witches, which is what you want. Use my royal champion for the single inferno. Don't know if you noticed, but that single inferno was being tanked by one of the skellies that was under the warden aura, so it was pretty good use of the royal champ. Now I got lucky that the queen decided to reroute and go back to the temple, otherwise this could have been a 1-star. But she went there. She still has her ability. Temple goes down. There's only a whiz tower left for splash damage. The king is still running around. There's still a few skellies in the map, and Tesla goes down, and this is a 3-star. But as you can see, you do need a little bit of luck here, or you need to create much better pathing if you really want to make sure that you don't get the 1-star and you get the 3-star. Over here, using the earthquake and the lightning spells for the scatter, mortar, archer tower, and expo, just way too much value. Put the giants with the witches on either side. As you can see over here, there's the eagle and the multi-inferno, so lots of value to come in from 6 o'clock. Full send the rest of my army in. And I'm gonna be using the one ability. Nice. Now, so it's tanking the other 2 expos. As you can see, everything of value is pretty much down. The wall record goes all the way to the town hall. The other 2 infernos are singles, so it really doesn't matter. The clan castle and the heroes up at north, but we still have the king, the queen, the warden, quite a few witches that can get rid of this. Clan Castle comes out, those couple of super minions as well. The witches do take a little bit of time to kill the super minions, but they do kill them, so there's still no need for poison. But if you find that it's stalling you a little bit, you can swap the freeze for a poison, and you might even make the army a little bit stronger. I'm really not sure. For me, I do prefer the freeze, just to freeze that single inferno or something targeting my royal champ, or even freezing the town hall when it's targeting my witches. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. Witches are definitely super strong at the moment, and definitely suggest using them if you want to use a spam technique. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.